¿Cómo era su vida? ¿Cómo llevaba, cómo era su forma de vida?
Well, Sam's lifestyle was hectic. She sleep as late as she could in the morning. She always liked asleep in, but then from that moment she'd be very active. Um, she started working really early as a photographer's assistant. If I remember correctly, and she was always doing up to something, either in a work aspect or partying or social aspect, which was very prominent in Sam.
¿Puedes contarme la anécdota de, por ejemplo, del desayuno?
Well, yeah, again, we had a little conflicted situation in which basically she would always go into my stash and get a little bit for herself, thinking that I wouldn't have found out. And only once I confronted her, saying, "Hey Sam, this stuff is disappearing from my stash. I'm sure it's you. I mean, it can only be you." And she said, "All right. No, it wasn't me," denying, and I knew it could only be her. And I remember I just grabbed something of her, I can't remember what it was, and said, "Okay, then from this moment on, this is mine." It was just a very childish reaction from me to that situation that was going on almost on a daily basis. So yeah, I get pissed off every now and then, but it was part of the deal, I guess.
Vale. Entonces, volviendo un poco al tema de Natalie, ¿cómo fue el momento en el que, cómo la ves tú, la has visto tú durante todos estos años post la muerte de Sam? Y cómo, luego hablaremos de cómo fue, ¿no? En el sentido que de no aceptar que podía haber pasado eso. Y cómo crees que se ha tomado este duelo, si es algo habitualmente normal o lo que hablamos, ¿no? Que todo su mundo lo rodea a Sam, todo gira, lleva 8 años dedicándose a Sam.
I mean, as far as Natalie goes, I think it's obvious there is a before and an after that 26th of December, in which Natalie's obviously changed somehow. Some aspects of her are certainly changed from the first reaction of denial after, of course, the search had gone and some study had appeared. I remember Natalie being in full denial for a good while, refusing the idea that we received the photograph, so that's the way I personally for once understood that their body was Sam's, and Natalie took a little bit longer to process this very painful info, this very painful reality. So from a first moment of total and utter denial, there's been a mourning period which lasted a pretty long time of I can only guess excruciating pain, realizing that a person so important to her, two persons so important to Natalie, had all of a sudden in such a terrible way disappeared. So